This is planning and organising lectures and tutorials. This relates actually to the peer observation exercise in Module 1 of the PGCHE. I was observed by a peer, by another member of the PGCHE cohort, and these documents relate to that session in which I was observed. If you click on the link at the top, there is the timed session plan, which is from the pre-observation form that I gave to the observer, and below that are my notes, which are basically what I had with me in class. It's scribbled through a worked example or two that I was going to go through, and I sort of knew it, but I wanted to have the notes there, so these are the notes that I made just to make sure that I had the information should my mind go blank. This teaching relates to scientific mathematics, which is the first module that I taught. It is a mathematics course for students who are not necessarily as confident with mathematics as some, or they've arrived at university not having had an A-level in mathematics or whatever, and I made a timed session plan, but this isn't very rigid or very thorough, and this relates to the fact that I'm basically being led by the students in this session. I'm responding to the speed at which they want to go. So I'm not incredibly keen on overly planning these situations, because there's a course booklet that we're working through. They've got to work through to this point by the end of this lecture. They've got to do it at their own pace and with their own level of understanding, and I'm trying to be as adaptable as possible. So I'm trying not to hem myself in by overly planning. You can also see the reflective journal entry that I made just prior to this class, and there's a link to another section because later in the portfolio is a video diary related to an e-learning task that I planned, and that was an in-class electronic voting audience participation type exercise. So that effectively is me also planning a lecture. So I've put a link to it here, and you'll see that was a fairly chaotic planning process. Okay.